Hey folks, Ed here from Brain Pulp TV, back with the lucky 13th episode of the SOMA playthrough. And in the last episode, there was a lot more cat and mouse. It took me a long time to find this panel in which we could then charge a battery and go through the final door. But we did it. We managed to do it. I edited out a lot of useless wandering around in that episode. But we are now in a different area of Theta where it's a bit flooded, and let's see what happens next. Alright, so we're underwater. Flashlight seems to have minimal effect here. It's pretty dark. Can I climb up here, or do I want to explore down here for a bit? Let's just take a quick little wander around here. Seems to be a ton of different ladders around here. I have a feeling we're going to have to explore this flooded area a bit more. I'm just going to take a quick pass of the flooded part and see if there's something down here that we're going to need, or a switch to flip, or some sort of pump or something like that. It's pretty dark down here, though. I don't know if there's anything down here, but I'd rather catch it early than have to backtrack and find it later on. So, previous episodes, the last couple episodes, there's been a lot of cat and mouse, with us sort of like hiding around corners and stuff, trying to avoid the creepy crawlies that are in this game. I'm not sure if this is going to be more of the same. We have to be coming close to the end, right? We're in Theta. There's only a couple other places that we need to sort of hit, I think, before we get to the Ark and the space cannon to shoot that sucker up into space, if that's how it ends up resolving. But let's see. I just want to check through here. Wandering around in water has not exactly been the luckiest thing for me, because I miss a whole lot when I do this, and it takes me a long time to find what I need to find, and I have no idea even what I'm supposed to find here. I don't even think that I'm supposed to be wandering around the water, but no, it doesn't seem to be. There's been a few ladders to bring me up, so maybe this is more along the lines of, you know, if you screw up and you fall into the water, you don't die each time you fall. Yeah, I think that's what it is, because I haven't seen anything, any sort of switch or anything around here. So let's just go grab a ladder, go up to the surface. Let's go up this one. Oh, how high does this take us? Oh wow, this ladder really goes up high, huh? I have a feeling this ladder's going to break before we get to the top. Or not. Okay, I could be completely wrong here. Historically, those ladders have not done well for us the higher we go. Seem to be okay. I don't think I can access this ladder from that side, though. So, is that a camera? That glowing red light? Or is that like a explosive? No, I can't tell. Nope, can't climb up that way. Continuing to move on up. This is actually going higher than I thought it would. I hope I didn't miss anything down there. There seems to be quite a few different ways I could have gone, so I don't know if this was the right way or not. Seem to be swaying a bit up here, which for someone who has issues with heights, even in games, it's not the best thing ever. And really? So just so we can climb back down again? I don't think I'm supposed to jump over there. And I'm going to jump and land here. Of course that hurts me. Toss that out of our way. Might have used that for a bridge, but who cares? I did definitely hurt myself there, though, so I was right on that call. And the flashlight is slightly useful here. The passageway. Now, can I go through these doors? I don't think so, right? Nope. With any luck, there will be a health station around here, so I don't have to... Perfect. I might want to hold on to that hill station until I actually encounter a bad guy, but for the time being, I think this is a good time to use it. Still curious if that's going to have some sort of impact on the game, based on how many times I've used that, if it's somehow corrupting me, because Catherine seemed to be pretty freaked out by it. Emergency flush. Let's flush it. We'll go back and see how the flush is going. Shit. Oh. I thought it meant flush like the water would go down, not flush as in the water's gonna sweep me off my feet. Going through tunnels. I don't know why he's panting. He can't breathe. Back out in the ocean with... Ooh-wee.
Holy shit, Hart blew up the O2 surplus. She sealed the tunnel.
She really didn't want Acres following us to Omicron.
Ah, shit, she's fucking hurt. Her suit is leaking.
We have to get her to Omicron.
Shit, it's bad, real bad.
No, fuck, no!
A lot of self-sacrifice to stop Acres from following. So obviously, I keep saying obviously, I'm guessing Acres turned into something that was a lot worse than those other creepy crawlies, and it kind of was scary enough that no one wanted him to follow. He also seemed to have created this little army of other bastards that have been following me around that I'm not exactly thrilled with. I don't know which direction to go, so I'm going to pick the wrong direction regardless, because that's what I seem to do in games. And we'll see where we are. More walking on the bottom of the ocean, which, as I've mentioned, is not my forte. At least the fishes are still, you know. No, they're actually corrupted. They've been corrupted by the WoW. Interesting. Because they got some of that glowy barnacle shit on them.
Alright, let's find Omicron.
Those big things seem to be floating around, and they've got red lights on them, so I'm assuming they're bad. We will see. Don't know how I'll avoid them, because they're pretty gigantic. I'm going to stick to a path. Path they seem to have provided me with. I'm just going to see what's on these screens. Power failure. Don't know if that's a good power failure or a bad power failure. Good power failure would be that they're powered up to do something bad, and since they're powered down, that's actually working in our favor. And, good, that's a good power failure, yeah. There's only two other options, though. Inevitably screwed one of them up. A bad power failure would be we need these things and we need to restore the power, which takes me forever to find the right thing to do that. I mentioned in the last video that I'd just woken up and started recording these. I should be a bit awake because the last video actually took me quite a while to do, but I'm still apparently not working at 100% capacity right yet. If that was good grammar in English. And there's a fork in the road. Oh, that's one of these guys. We haven't actually seen one of these guys like alive and active, have we? It's always been, I mean, they've got a nice little funny looking face on them. They look sort of like a little, yeah. I wonder if we'll run into our good old welder buddy. There was a time actually where I was kind of curious if maybe that was Acres. who had taken the form of the welding guy, because that thing seemed to know how to help us out a lot. But now I'm curious if maybe someone else ended up inside the mind of that little... Oh, I thought I heard glitching. Which is usually a bad sign. Well, there's a ladder, so there's definitely someplace we can go here. There was also a path that seemed to lead down there, and I'm curious if we were supposed to go down there, but... Chances are, if I pick the path... Oh.
It won't fucking open! And nobody's answering to anything! What kind of cold-hearted motherfuckers would just leave us out here to die?
Don't you get it? They're dead. They're all dead.
Yeah. You're right.
How can you be so calm about this shit? We are dying!
How much air have you guys got?
20 minutes. Tops.
Hey, I'm in red. Seconds away before the CO2 gets me.
Strasky?
Why wait, right? I'm the master of my own fate.
Wait, Strask, what are you doing?
Yeah, we get it. We get it. He's drowning. Well, this is Strasky. I actually kind of like Strasky from the conversations we heard, so it's sad to see him go, but... I guess there are worse fates, right? We've discovered that pretty quickly. Power failure offline. It's not going to matter, right? Yeah, it's not going to matter because the power failure is offline. So, or the power is offline. Ooh, manual override. I have to look for plates like this. How did they not know? Button and then... So if this is what was holding...
Better be careful.
Better be careful with what? What did we just do? That's still offline. That did not help us at all. This has got some sort of... This is the pressure pump. So now that's green. So that's one thing that's green. And then... Oh, which one of these do I turn? Probably both of them. I'm still a little gun-shy with turning things like this, because one of them blew up on me early in the game. And then, are these buttons supposed to go? So these are both green, right? And then we can flush. So let's flush this sucker. And I realize it's a little late, but there was a sign here that said, before flushing, make sure to open valves and turn on the pump. So, I figured that out all on my own, but, you know, I didn't have to. Now this is still offline, which means I don't think I can go up here. Oh, I can. So, I figured that all out in, what, under a minute? So how on earth were they, people who have lived and worked in these facilities, how did they not figure that out a lot quicker, or at least quick enough to get Strasky up there, you know, get him some oxygen. No, nothing neat in there, just some deodorant and stuff. And another dead person. Let's listen before we plug Catherine in. Let's listen. I wonder if that's because...
Getting anything. I can't read him like the others.
That's interesting. Wonder if it's because it's got head injury there. Power failure. I know we can plug Catherine in. I just want to see if we're missing anything. And nothing in there. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Whole lot of nothing. And I can't read any of those. So let's just plug... Oh. I can manipulate that stuff. I'm going to plug Catherine in first, just in case she has something useful to say. I am a bit hurt. Should I... You know what? For the time being, I'm going to save it. Let's plug Catherine in.
Catherine?
What?
There you are.
Where are we?
We're right next to Omicron, a smaller building connected to the main site. Can't you tell?
No, my view is pretty limited. There's some heavy restrictions on my system access. Did you find a power suit?
Not yet. Trying to figure out how to get into Omicron, the big building.
Oh, okay. Keep up the good work.
That's it? You got nothing?
Good luck.
Thanks.
Well, she was useful.
Kath, how are you so okay with all this?
With what?
Being a talking box, for one thing. Not being human.
It's not so bad.
So, you're not bothered at all by not having a body?
I'm getting there. You're making me feel really self-conscious.
Come on, be serious.
I never felt that comfortable being human in the first place. This isn't much worse.
Not being able to move would freak me out. Glad you got the box and not me.
Would make it a little easier to help out if I had a body, but you're doing a good job.
Just figured being able to stretch a little would give you some ease.
My physical constraints don't translate to my experience very well. I feel about as human as before, but as if suspended in air. Which is kind of interesting now that I think about it.
Yes, because in previous messages and stuff and things that we found, we really...
Kath, why do you think I was made? Why would this AI, the WoW, bring me here?
I don't think we could ever know. I have my own beliefs, but nothing that can be verified.
Tell me, why do you think the WoW brought me here?
The WoW had a range of assignments, but they all sprung from one single idea: preserve humanity. When the comet hit the Earth, killing everything, leaving a fraction of humanity left alive, the WoW started to compensate.
It's restoring humanity.
I think so, but I don't think we share its definition of human. Or life, for that matter.
Alright, I'm not sure if this is a little bit blurry because I'm injured, or...
Catherine, are we alive?
That's an impossible question to answer. We lack meaningful definitions.
I just figured there must be a way to know. To know if this life is worth living.
You assume you've changed so much, but have you really?
I don't know. I don't feel so different. But the world sure does. I never realized how much the idea of myself depended on where I am.
How do you mean?
I miss Toronto. Not because my friends and family are there, but because I know where I fit in. In Toronto, I know who I am.
That's an interesting observation.
Now, unless Simon plans on interrupting me, as I was saying before, Catherine in previous communications has been painted as a very awkward person who's had problems with dealing with other people. So for her to be this program, it actually is probably a better fit than it was when she was human. And now, the other thing I was going to say, I keep expecting him to interrupt me at any moment, is these look a little blurry, and I'm curious if it's because I'm injured. So I'm going to heal, even though I think I should be saving this. Yeah, let's see. You know what, now that I think about it, I think I kind of healed myself before, didn't I? Let's see if that cleared up the visuals on this thing over here. Oh, it did. So I must have been a bit injured. So that's good to know. So now we are going to figure out how to fix the power levels. Right. I don't know if that was going to be useful or not. Probably not if they didn't want it on there. So let's start flipping some switches. So on and then off. Oh, I see how this works. So we're creating like a little pathway. Radio. No, that, okay, so that fuse burnt out. So that one burnt out as well too now. Oh! Okay, I was going about this the wrong way. I thought you needed to make sure all these things were glowing. You basically just have to create the most efficient path from point A to point B. So now that I know that, let's see if this goes a little bit better. So down or through there, it would be better to go around here. Okay, it's a lot easier when you know what the hell you're doing.
Oh, the terminal just lit up.
Let's see if Catherine has anything different to say. And we can't talk to her, so no. The radio buffer. Let's listen.
River, do we have any painkillers left? This tinnitus is becoming crippling.
Sorry, we only have heavy stuff left. Morphine level drugs.
I'll take it. Feels like my head is about to explode.
Can do. That's stuff for emergencies. Besides, Cameron thinks the ringing will settle when JR reaches 100%.
Then tell him to hurry the fuck up.
Should be a matter of hours. Just hang in there.
Keep me posted.
Yeah, well, I have this thing I need to take care of, so I'll talk to you later, okay?
Sure thing, Herb.
It must have overloaded his black box.
Humans have black boxes?
Here we do. Company policy. It records your vitals to help medical personnel treat you in case of accidents.
That's how I can hear the dead.
Right. Yeah, you should be able to data mine black boxes, just like the intercom at Theta.
Well, that explains one thing. Now, Omicron. Oh, it's a video feed. Status quarantined. I guess we open it. You've got it.
There has to be a way to cancel the lockdown. Have a look around the room.
So we need to find some sort of number code, which I'm guessing is written... Oh, there's another terminal. Yikes.
Are you hearing that glitched noise?
Yeah, what is that?
Let's check the black box statuses. So all the black boxes are offline, which is probably not a good thing. And I did not mean to get right of the screen. System updates. Note: update enables black boxes failsafe. Blah 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 blah. Implemented. Standard. Blah blah blah. This is all just sort of like gibberish for the most part. Area calibrated for ACR. Diagnostic tool for post-impact contingency plan. This is where things start. Press. No, that's not a code, right? Note, stuff needed to make the crane work again. All up to Alan now. And unnecessary security update for the paranoid lab rats. Dead people don't bite. So, 1880. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that.
Solve what?
Why do I get the feeling that we just got lowered into the back of a van?
What are you talking about?
Oh, what a great analogy. Yeah.
Omicron retracted the quarantine shutters. Lockdown canceled.
Something wants us to come inside.
And we want to go inside. What's the problem? Come on, let's get going.
Do you think... I'm beginning to wonder, like, is Catherine really this dense? Or, like, is she just so narrow-minded and focused? Is it the fact that she doesn't get people? Or is she somehow in on this and wants us to do some shitty things? Like, is it really Catherine anymore we're dealing with? Or has she been corrupted, like she's been infected with some sort of virus? Oh, we did not want to go up here, did we? I guess not. We want to go down. Right, through the hatch. That's what we needed to go to. We need to go through the hatch. Because she seems, like, painfully blasé when it comes to possible security issues and problems that we're going to run into. So now we want to... there we go. Fill the pressurized zone. There's the water. off to Omicron, where I'm sure there's going to be no problems whatsoever. Oh. Well. Speak of the devil, I was wondering if one of these guys would show up. Now, they look friendly. So I'm hoping that is the case. But I have a feeling, I don't know, maybe we'll get attacked by a swarm of them. I couldn't talk to it, right? Like there was no touchiness to it? No, there was no touching it. And there's glitching going on. I'm hoping that's just because that little guy is floating around us. And not because a bigger problem is headed our way. Now, it looks like I can go down there, but I don't think we need to. I think we're supposed to go up here. Unless we were to find another dead body. Oh, there is another dead body there, so maybe we'll get a warning as to what's going on inside.
Hey, come on! Open up! What is this shit? Armor for the apocalypse?
Omicron is in quarantine. This is why they didn't answer our call.
Hello!
Christ, Strasky, it's called a radio. They're not gonna hear you better if you scream.
Jonesy, are you okay? Look, I know you're the strong silent type, but I need you to say something every now and then so I know you're all right. Jonesy? Jones,
Open up!
Fuck's sakes. Let's try the annex again. Maybe we can break in.
we're losing Jonesy. We need to get her inside.
Well, get in line!
Alvaro, there's nothing we can do for her right now. Hit the stasis switch and let's check the annex.
Right. So even though it took us no time at all to get into the other area, something was preventing them from going inside. And now we're gonna head into the quarantine zone. Flushing. Here we go. Oh. Use alternate entrance. Of course we need to use an alternate entrance. Because this was going way too easy for us. So we do have to go down that area. And we have that other floaty guy, but we do not have our mining buddy to pick us up if we fall down a deep trench. So let's not fall down a deep water trench. And we're gonna have to do some more parkour. Is that it? This looks really deep. Looks really deep. Is that big enough for us to fall down? Whoa, easy, 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 easy. And there's more glitching that seems to be going on.
This had better be the right way.
I'm taking that as a good sign. That it is the right way. Here we go. Stuff's falling. Stuff's starting to fall. I think this is the right way. There is another door. Excellent. Oh. Perfect. Perfect. I have a crappy sense of direction, but I managed to get us to just the right place. First shot. No editing required. And here we go. Unless it's going to pop up an error message. Nope. Good. Perfect. Now I think we're coming close to half an hour, but I'm going to push on a little bit further. Just to see what's behind the door into Omicron. Any second.
Let's find that suit and get out.
There's a whole lot of dead people. Whole lot of dead people and some really nice sneakers. Ooh, we can lift. You know what? Because I've complained about how not strong he is. Let's lift some weights, huh? Let's lift some weights. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, I'm pumped. I'm pumped now. What do the cool kids say nowadays? Swole? I'm swole? Swollen up? No idea if that's true or not. That would be a bad thing back in the day. I have to tell people you're swole. So that's something there. Ooh, let's. This guy's got no head, so I don't know where his black box would be, but. Yeah, he has no head, so I can't really read his black box. Same thing, I think, with this guy. Right, so you definitely need a noggin. Oh, wait, his head's over here. Maybe I can read his head. No, I guess his head is completely destroyed. And there's no going in there. So there's this door as well, too. Let's see if there's something in this door. Oh. Global lockdown. Active override at dive room console. Take a quick little gander in here. And there's a bunch of parts. There's a box. Bottle of water, which is so useful for us. And more dripping goo. Oh, there's a... Looks like there was a door up there. There's no ladder here, though, right? No. So we need to go through the other way. Robot repair. Wait a second. Oh no, because for a second I thought we looped all the way back to the beginning, but we were definitely in a different place at the beginning. Oh, he's panting. That means there's something around here, right? He's scared. He's definitely scared. Unless those stairs winded him. And if it was me, it probably would have, but I don't see the robot getting winded because of some stairs. Right, this is kind of hydroponics. Well, let's not... Whoa. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that was acres. Right? Because it looked like one of those creepy things, but it had way more of a human sort of manner about it. Medical bay. Something in the medical bay. More blood. Getting used to seeing that. What's this? I know I should stop being... Oh, it's prescription medicine. And... see what's in here. It's like a CAT scan or something? Maybe, but we need to power up this place. There's a boot. Maps. I need a map of this place. No, nothing here. Now, I did miss a whole bunch of stuff before. Like, there was places you could go back there, so I don't know if I'm missing something. I'll try to backtrack if I did. But long passageways that end in doors that you can open are usually the way to go. And this seems to be some sort of control room, and I can plug Catherine in, so at the very least... That was some weird, creepy music. Oh, and another team photo. Anything on the back? Nope, nothing this time. Power suits tested and ready. Jasper confirms. Omicron scans are in the Ark. Catherine confirms. Loaded equipment and extra rations. Ivanskin confirms. Climber calibrated for weight. Alan confirms. Crane operation ready. Alan confirms that as well too. And Omicron standing for pickup in 2 days. Eames confirms. I'll probably messed up some of those names. There's another Omni tool, which we don't need. And once again, I don't know why I go through these lockers, but I like finding little tidbits of information about people. But they're all locked up, so let's not try to invade people's privacy. We're going to plug Catherine in, and I think after that, we'll end the episode. But let's see what Catherine has to say first.
Is this Omicron? Everything is so basic, so limited. I hope it's not the Omnitool falling apart. Okay, we need to find you a power suit. You know, so we can go into the abyss without ending up like a recycled can of soda.
You think we'll find one that fits me? I mean, I'm kind of in a suit already.
That's been bothering me too. You know how you were transferred from Vancouver?
Toronto.
From then to now.
How could I forget?
Okay, so we do it again.
You want to send me to the future?
No, you idiot. I want to transfer your mind into a new body.
What?
Look, we already know it can be done. We don't need to make it a big deal.
It is a big deal, Kath. It's a huge fucking deal. There's got to be something else that can take us down there.
The Dunbat Theta was the only vessel that could take that pressure, and you saw what happened.
Then think of something else.
Simon, please. You don't have to switch this instant. Just play along for now. If we find something else, then great. If not...
I'm not promising anything.
Thank you, Simon. Have a look around the room. This is where they would keep the power suits, if there are any left.
Oh, she is definitely turning shit on for us here. And there looks like there's a power suit there, but like I said before, I am going to end the episode here because I'm pretty sure we're past half an hour. I don't know how many more episodes are left. I'm hoping we're nearing the end because I would like to see how this all shapes up. But in the meantime, we will pick this up in the next episode. So thank you guys very much for watching yet another episode of the SOMA playthrough. I, as always, hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to leave a comment, question, anything else, comment section is always open for you guys. Take care, everyone. Thank you very much for liking and subscribing, and I will see you all very soon.